Good morning, guys. I hope everyone is doing super well on this Wednesday, April 29th already. We are 2 days away from finishing April and starting in May. I'm here to wish you a happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are all doing very, very well. You're taking care of yourselves and you are enjoying this day. So let's go ahead and get started on our do now. I appreciated those of you who recommended songs. I listened to them and I enjoyed them. Thank you so much. Today's Do Now includes you sharing a song that you know will soothe and calm you. Maybe allow you to go to sleep a little bit, or whenever you need calming down, what is a song that you play? For me, it's Claire de Lune, played by Claude Debussy. He was a very famous piano player and composer back in the day. And we've heard the song before. As a matter of fact, I'm going to throw out a challenge. If someone can tell me where have we heard this song before during the class. It's been somewhere during class time. I want to see if any of you can figure out when. All right? Okay. So if you do know when, go ahead and put in the comment section below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson. Now, today's question, we're talking about technology. Is technology good or bad for us? That's sort of a tricky question, right? Because of course we think of technology, we're like, yes, technology is awesome. It's great. I can play, I can do all this, and I can do all that. And that is awesome. But let's read a passage about, not stress, I'm sorry, I should have changed it, about technologies, the risk of technologies and the benefits of technologies, because it's a little bit of both. And let's read about it. All right. So let me go ahead and bring up this passage. Technology, risks and benefits. So I'm going to get it a little bit closer. All right. Yeah, it seems like we can read it from there. Go ahead and click, or you know what, let me get a bit closer. There we go. I think that's as close as I'll be able to get. All right. So I want you to click pause on the video after I'm done explaining this and read this passage. You're going to read from a cell phone all the way down to here. Here's also an example of a computer's benefits versus its risks. We're going to be doing a little bit of this as our work today, so make sure you read this carefully as well. All right, so go ahead and read it. After you're done, you can click play on the video again and we can restart. So go ahead and click pause now. All right, thank you for coming back to me. You guys must have already read the passage and realize that, yeah, technology is great, but there's also dangers that come along with technology, right? There could be risks associated with technology. There's this movie that came out in the, I believe, 80s or early 90s, in which humans got to the point where they made super intelligent computers that could do everything you asked them to, and robots, and it was super cool. And then that ended up in robots knowing that they were the most advanced being in this planet, and those robots ended killing every human there. This movie is called Terminator, and of course it's fictitious, but a lot of people do feel that there's going to come a point where technology is going to realize that it's so much smarter than us, and it's going to take over. Like, for example, can you beat a calculator in a multiplication contest? You really can't. Then again, you do have legs and arms, and a calculator can't. So a calculator, you could destroy a calculator if you wanted to. But imagine the calculator gets so advanced that it has like huge arms and huge legs. And at that point, calculator is just significantly better at you than math, and you can't beat it up, Who knows how far technology will advance? But this is completely a fictitious, not real example. But let's talk about a very real example. I want to say what? 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, this little game came out, Pokemon Go. If you played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't played it, you would walk around with your cell phone and you would find Pokemon. And then you would throw Pokeballs at the Pokemon and then catch them. And it was super cool and it was super fun. It still is around. It's still pretty fun. But then people started realizing that people who want to like kidnap kids were actually walking around looking for kids that were not paying attention to where they were going, that were like, just looking at their screens looking for Pokemon, and that's when they would like lure them in or something. Or there's this feature in the game where you can like put like a little hot spot in an area and draw a lot of Pokemon in. So if a lot of Pokemon are drawn, a lot of people would go to that spot, and then these kidnappers, child kidnappers, would be sitting there and just waiting for a kid to stop by so they can just take them. So very scary stuff that could happen with technology, and that is happening with technology. I mean, technology and is great and it's amazing, don't get me wrong, but so many times it happens that people have an Instagram, a TikTok, a Facebook, and they have no idea who half of the people who they have following them are. That's scary. Like, look at your friends list. If you know every one of them, and by know I mean you've talked to them face to face, not just over internet, then that's okay. But if there's like 30 people that you have no idea who they are, and they're just following you, and you think that, oh, it's cool because they're following me. No, you don't want random followers like that. Because who knows what could happen. But anyway, so yeah, stay safe online, definitely. And let's talk about what we need to complete today, because this is very, very important. So I want you to choose two forms of technology. Two. You could be a cell phone, a refrigerator, a television, computer, video gaming device, or whatever. Now, you're going to create a list of 3 benefits and 3 risks using each one. Meaning this is what it should look like. So, sorry, let me move away so you can see better. All right, so I chose 2 technologies. I chose Facebook, as you can see. Hold on, I'm backwards. Okay, Facebook, as you can see on this side, and cars, as you can see on this side, right? So for Facebook, I made a T-chart with benefits and with risks. I need to put 3 benefits down. I also need to put 3 risks down. So my benefits are, number 1, Facebook is cool because you stay connected with friends and family. And I do that a lot with Facebook, which is great. Number 2, you get to play games on Facebook. There's some pretty cool games, and they're fun to play. Number 3, you get to share funny memes and pictures. I do that a lot with friends as well. So those are 3 benefits of Facebook. Now let's talk about the risks. Number 1, there are creepy people sometimes following you in Facebook, people that you have no idea who they are, but they're just following you, which is kind of weird. Number 2, false information is shared on Facebook. So many times, you guys have no idea how many times I've seen very false information saying things like, oh, if you eat 5 little, what's the word? Oh, 5 little cloves of garlic, you're going to cure yourself from coronavirus. And that's not true. No doctor, no medical journalism has ever said that. So that is not true at all. But it's false information. A lot of times we get our news from Facebook, which is sad. We need to get our news from actual news sources. So not just Facebook, because they always share like false information on Facebook. And number 3, Facebook has given personal information away to companies. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you get on the internet, sometimes you're looking, let's say, at a YouTube video, and then they give you an ad, a commercial of something that you really want. How did YouTube know this? Well, that's because Facebook sort of collects all your information, not even just Facebook, also Google. They look up what you've been looking, what you prefer, what you like. They know your age. They know that you go to school. They know what is it that you prefer to do. And then they send that out to companies. So now a video gaming company knows that Mr. Maya has been looking to buy, I don't know, a Nintendo Switch, let's say. So all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of ads about Nintendo Switches. So that's also a very, very risky thing about Facebook. So those are my 3 benefits and my 3 risks. Now I made another one for cars. Here I would fill it out with 3 benefits and 3 risks. Does that make sense? So I need 2 T-charts, 1 of each technology, each one with 3 benefits and 3 risks. Go ahead and write it down, take a picture of it, send it over to me, and I think that will be it for today. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. One really big announcement, we're not going to have class on Friday. So tomorrow will be our last day learning together, and then Friday you have the day off. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 weeks off. After 3 weeks, 3 days off. After Thursday, don't expect work from me until Monday. All right? Have a good one, guys. I hope you stay safe and enjoy your time indoors with your family. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me.